What is going on, guys? Greggles TV. It is here, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6. And I've been waiting for this for a while because my son has my Galaxy Tab S4. I bought it for myself, but then my little son took it over and he watches all his YouTube videos on it at this point. And this tablet just came out. It still says it's up for pre-order on Samsung's website. I'll link it down below if you want to pick it up. And we're gonna go through this. I'll unbox it, give you my first impressions, but you can say, basically the only thing it says here on the box is package contains Samsung Galaxy Tab S6, 10.5 inches, 256 gigabyte, S Pen, wall/USB charger, quick start guide, and Samsung terms and conditions, but we're still gonna open it up. Let's check it out. Okay, so let's pop this open. Got the Galaxy Tab S6 right here. Then we have the charger. This is the S Pen that comes with the Galaxy Tab S6, a lot larger than the one that comes with the Note 10, as you can see, just a huge size difference. You do get your button right there to do the multi-function things. Pretty cool. I like the color. It's kind of like it's the bluish. It's actually the blue one. That's one I keep thinking I got the black Galaxy Tab S6, but I actually got the blue one. Here's the USB-A to USB Type-C cable. Terms and conditions are in here, as well as a ejector tool to put in a micro SD card, along with a little tool to change the S Pen tips. And then lastly, the Galaxy Tab S6 Cloud Blue. I got the blue because I always get black phones and black tablets and stuff, and I thought I'd change it up a little bit, get something a little bit different. And I don't know, from this, it kind of looks silver. It's blue. I mean, you can tell it's blue, but yeah, if you looked at it real quick, someone would probably just say it's silver. Let's grab that S Pen just to grip it onto the side here. And this part's gonna have to line up with that part of the S Pen, so you can't just throw it on any way you want. You can see, shaking it doesn't come off. That's cool. At the bottom here, you're going to get 2 speakers along with a USB Type-C, the connector for the keyboard if you end up buying it, 2 speakers on the top along with a microphone. Right side, you get the power button, volume up and down, and the part where you put the micro SD card. So I'm gonna get this set up. It's gonna take a little bit, and I'll come back and just run through some of the features on this tablet and give you my first impressions, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. All right, guys, so I have this thing completely set up at this point, and first thing I noticed, because I'm not a huge S Pen user, even on my Galaxy Note 10, but on this thing, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's also cool than the Note 10, but it's actually just a little bit cooler on this one, because it's a bigger screen, so it's nicer to write on. It's almost like writing on a pad of paper. So I really like that feature that it has that. So let's make this completely as big as it can go. So you got this. I mean, we probably wouldn't bring this to the store, but if you did, when you write your list of goodies that you need, it's just so much easier and nicer to write it with. You have so much more space. That's the big thing on this. So like, I can see someone, taking this to school to write with, or to take notes, or to do whatever, because it's that much nicer to do with. And I like that. Snacks. My handwriting is awful, and I never write. But it's enjoyable to do that with this. Also within here you have some other stuff: view notes, smart select, screen write, live messages, AR doodle, which is gonna let you do doodles and stuff with the AR. Translate, pen up, add shortcuts. But yeah, so this is gonna be where you can select something on the screen and it'll create a screenshot of it, and you can pin it to your screen, extract the text, do whatever to it. So kind of cool. But yeah, it has all the S Pen features. You charge it on the back. Next, let's just jump through some of the settings in here so you can see what's on here. And it should look almost identical to what you get with the Galaxy Note phones and Galaxy S phones. So just to jump around here a little bit. Notifications. display, this is a big one. So you get adaptive brightness, blue light filter, you know, so if it helps with the nighttime viewing and turn it kind of yellow. Has night mode, which I have on right now. My favorite. I love that on there. It's probably my dark mode's my favorite on all of Android. Every app that has it, I always turn it on. By default, the screen mode was set to natural, which I don't like. It just looks so dull. I don't know why they don't set it to vivid automatically. It just looks so much better, so much pleasing to the eye. It might not be completely realistic, but it just looks so much better. Change your fonts, you can zoom in the screen, you can go to home screen, navigation bar, you can come in here and change if you want navigation buttons like I have, you can also switch the buttons so that the back button's on the reverse side. You can go to full screen gestures. Wallpaper, nothing, you know, new here. Lock screen. Again, it's going to be a lot of the same kind of stuff that you get with the phones. Biometrics is cool. The fingerprint sensor, not a huge fan of it. Doesn't work amazing because it's just like the Galaxy S10 and Note 10 where it sits underneath the display. I was trying to use it with one app and it literally did not work. It kept going over and over. And there was just an update, so maybe the update fixed that, but it's still much better when it was on the back or like a physical one on the button itself. But those days are over. It does have facial recognition. Advanced features would be another big one. You have all the S Pen. You have the Air actions where you can come in here and hold down the button to open the camera, and then choose what happens when you press the pen button in the buttons in the apps below. So if you like that ability to do some of that stuff with the Note 10, you have a lot of the same functionality with this as well. So all those options for the S Pen. The Samsung DeX, we'll go into that in a little bit, but that's basically going to be the desktop version of this software. Side key, remember, so they kind of like changed it up. The buttons on the side here, it's probably on the other side at this point. Yeah, it's at the bottom. But the power button, you can make it either wake Bixby if you press and hold it, or bring up the power menu. By default, it's set to wake Bixby, so I would always switch it off to power off menu. And then double tapping is going to launch my camera, which I could probably switch it on the tablet because I probably won't really use the camera on this. So I'm probably going to switch that to Instagram. So let's find Instagram on here. Here we go. So that'll open up Instagram when I use it. Call and text on devices. I'm going to do a video on this, but basically it allows you to make and receive calls and text on your Galaxy device. So this tablet will make and receive real text messages that are sent to my phone. So that's a really, really cool option that's built into this tablet. Multi-window tray is on, smart pop-up view, screenshots and screen recorder. It's that functionality. I did a video on that. Will allow you to screen record. Reduce animations, I always turn that on to make it feel a little bit faster. Motion and gestures. Double tap to wake is turned on. Smart stay, easy mute, palm swipe to capture, swipe to call and send messages. And that's pretty much all of general management. No, not general management. I wanted to go to device care. So device care would be the other big one where you can check your battery life, the storage, all of that. And yeah, so pretty much if you're used to the Galaxy devices, you can be very at home with this software. Now let's jump into Samsung DeX. This is going to be the desktop operating system. It says now you're ready for full desktop experience. Any apps you have open may close when you start or exit Samsung DeX. Save your data before starting. So I'm going to hit continue. So this is what I was talking about. This is like a desktop computer sitting on your tablet. Now they have this built into the Galaxy phones as well, but you need a cable in order to do that. Like you have to plug it into a monitor and do all that stuff. On the tablets, the Tab S4 and the Tab S6, it just automatically works. It's built into this. You don't have to do anything special. So for instance, when you open up Chrome or the browser, you can come in here and, just use it. You can open tabs and it just looks like a desktop experience. It's like, I think it's so cool that it does this. It's one of the coolest things. If you want, like, instead of you having to get another laptop for this, you could use it like this, and you have, you know, make it large, put it down in the taskbar, just like, it almost looks like, you know, Windows. It's freaking cool. You know, open up, oops, what's that going on? There you go. Open up the Google Play Store, and you get all these windows sitting on top of each other. You can click here to see all your apps. Send anywhere. This is a cool app. Allows you to send basically any file that you want to yourself. But yeah, you see you have all these windows, and you can have them stacked on top of each other. It's awesome. It's so freaking cool. And then you have all these other options down here. And just think about this, you know, it brings up your quick toggles. I think that's battery life. Yep. That's Google Photos. These like your notifications. You can maximize that out so you see more stuff like your time and search for stuff. So it's a really, it's cool. I love it. I think it's a great little thing here. And then if you want to exit Dex, you can do it right here. Go to Dex Labs and do other stuff, but very, very cool stuff. Another cool thing about this tablet, just like basically all the other Samsung devices and Android devices at this point, is you have multi-window. So if you go in here and you press and hold on these, you can do split window or open a pop-up so that you can run two apps at once. So maybe I want Google Play Store and like a video to play, so I'll play
What
a
is
video.
going on, guys? Greggles TV. This is a review for the Life Proof case for the Galaxy.
You can go in here and
Note
look through your
10
apps.
Plus, this is the most expensive
Watch videos. If you want to make this a little bit bigger or smaller, you can.
$80. And if you know Life Proof,
So very cool stuff.
Kind of like the original mega highly.
So cool stuff. You can, you know, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this tablet, just to make it more of either like a desktop experience or just make it more fun to use as well. So overall, first impressions of this, it's very fast. I'm very impressed with the speed. Snapdragon 855, 256 gigabytes of 3.0 storage. It's running Android Pie. It's got basically the latest Samsung software on it that you can get. And overall, it's been so far so good. I haven't had any issues with it, and I'll definitely do a review on it. But thus far, I would definitely recommend it. If you're looking for a tablet, especially Android, this is probably the one to get at this point. I'll link it down below, guys. If you have any other questions, leave them down below as well. I'll see you guys down the road. Peace!